Before we get started, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications whenever we share a video.
Over the last month, due to the spread of the coronavirus around the world, we have seen the effects that the virus has had on tech companies and Apple specifically. And as the virus starts to become more widespread, it's possible that even more changes are ahead. This week we saw Google cancel its developer conference, Google I/O, that was slated for May due to the virus, and many people are starting to wonder if WWDC is next. Now, Apple has not yet provided firm dates for WWDC in 2020, but based on past year's events, we are expecting Apple to hold it from June 8th to June 12th. Apple was planning to participate in the South by Southwest 2020 Film Festival to premiere new original content coming to Apple TV+. But that will no longer be the case because of concerns about the ongoing COVID-19 coronavirus outbreak in the United States and other countries. There's also a rumored spring event that could happen at the end of this month, where Apple could announce a low-cost iPhone as well as some potential new iPad Pros. Since the event hasn't really officially been announced, it's possible that Apple just quietly releases the new products via a press release, or due to manufacturing restraints because of the virus, it's possible that these products could just be postponed anyways. Speaking of potential new products, Apple has 6 mini LED products in the works that are set to debut in 2020 and 2021, and production is not expected to be delayed by the coronavirus, according to a new note to its investors sent out by Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo. It's believed that Apple could be releasing mini LED displays for the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, the iMac Pro, the 16-inch MacBook Pro, alongside a new 14.1-inch MacBook Pro, and even the regular iPad and iPad mini. Kuo does not provide specific launch dates for those items, with the exception of the new iMac Pro, which he says will launch in the fourth quarter of 2020, and the 7.9-inch iPad mini, which he says will be in 2020. A couple of weeks ago, we mentioned that a new entry-level AirPods Pro might be in the works, and suppliers will kick off production for those new AirPods between the end of the first quarter and the beginning of the second quarter, according to DigiTimes. They also suggested that the assembly of the earphones will begin around early to mid-April. It also seems to me that these new entry-level AirPods Pro will more than likely just be called the new standard AirPods, so that they can fit the same design mold as the AirPods Pro and just kind of all be developed in the same family, but will most likely not feature the high-end features like active noise cancellation to kind of help separate not only price, but the difference between those models. But of course, there's nothing super concrete at this moment in time. Finally, in some quick headlines, Apple announced the winners of the iPhone 11 Night Mode Photo Challenge, and I highly recommend going to take a look at these photos because they are incredible. I don't know how they took such incredible photos, but they did, and they're awesome looking, so go check those out. And speaking of photos, we also just released our Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra versus the iPhone 11 Pro Max camera comparison video. So go check that out if you haven't already. And today, Apple released episodes of the new series Amazing Stories, which is the reimagining of the original 1980 series, also called Amazing Stories, which was created by Steven Spielberg. Apple also dropped a trailer for its new show Home Before Dark, which follows a 9-year-old girl who moves back to a small town that her father is from, and while she's there, she uncovers a murder case that everyone else in the town is trying to bury. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can check that show out on April 3rd. So go ahead and let me know your thoughts on some of the news that we just talked about surrounding Apple for this week in the comment section down below. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.